So now that you're comfortable, hopefully, with the instrument editor, the pattern editor, and the effects that you can use on your notes, it's time to actually begin the cover of our song. So when you're learning this tracker and getting the hang of all these things, it's very helpful to attempt to cover the music that you love to listen to from your favorite 8-bit games. I started with mostly Mega Man music because I love Mega Man. So any of your 8-bit games that you love, you can simply download the NSF file, which is the Nintendo Sound Format. You can Google for these files and you can download them, and then you can download a program. There's many programs to use, but I use VirtuaNSF. This allows you to separate out the channels so that you can listen to each one individually and get a good feel for what they are. Now when I'm covering a song, what I like to do is separate out each channel and then record it with Audacity so that I get a nice recording of what I'm doing. So basically here we have Kraid's theme, but we want to know what that lead is doing without any of the other interruptions. So there's no noise channel for drums or DPCM in all of Metroid. So we'll go ahead and turn up square 2, which is the lead for this song. You can hear it's pretty simple. I have it recorded here along with the triangle. Go ahead and solo it. See, that's the duration of this first frame that we're going to want to cover. So, using your lead note, we'll go to square 2. We'll type in. You'll hear that note isn't the same duty cycle as the song. Play around with it until you find the right notes. I usually do this by ear. That should be right. You see, changing notes as you go. Just press enter to listen to the song, or press the play button. You can see it doesn't sound quite right, and it's too fast. So we're going to go ahead, move this up to 8. That sounds about the right tempo. So we'll go ahead and shorten the rows until we get to this number. Go ahead and shorten your rows to 24. That's all we need for each frame of this song. And use the V command and set it to V02. So you can see here, it sounds just like the real thing. Alright, so now that you've got that out of the way, go ahead and unsolo that, solo the triangle, go back to the beginning. Pretty simple. Select your triangle instrument. You can see that's just the rhythm right there. It's just an echo between low octave E. So you can hear it's sounding pretty good so far, but we're missing one more thing. If we go to VirtuaNSF and we listen to square 1, you can hear that square 2 is supposed to be an echo, or square 1 is supposed to be an echo rather. So select your echo instrument, do Control A, copy this, and paste it. Now you've got this, but you see you're actually still using the same instrument as the lead. So what you can do, in interest of saving time, highlight all of these, hold down your Shift key, and go up on your scroll wheel on your mouse. This will change your instrument. Does that sound right? Let's see. It doesn't sound quite right yet. It's not there quite yet. So what you're going to do, we're going to need the G command, which is to note delay. Go ahead and press this button once so we can use multiple commands. Use G03 on all of these notes. Just type them all in. Might take a little while. You get faster as you go. Does that sound like our NSF? That sounds like it to me. So go ahead and unmute your square 2 channel and let's try playing it. Sounds like it to me. Alright. So, go ahead and listen to it in Audacity. As you can hear, it repeated that section 4 times. So, we'll go into our FTM here, and remember the frame duplication button, press it 3 times. 2, 3. Now as we play it, you can see it's coming along very nicely, very quickly. As you begin to cover your own things and get more comfortable with the tracker, you will also be able to cover things with increasing speed as it goes on. Let's go ahead. We want a new frame now, so we'll go ahead and press the new frame button. You see these are all changed like we want them to be. Go to Audacity and go ahead and listen to our part right here. Solo. Oops. Solo the wrong one. So that's what we want to do. Just listen to it over and over again if you need to get those notes in your head. That's how I do it. Sounds about right to me. Go ahead and copy this. Paste it for the echo. And since it's the same rhythm, we can just copy all of these. Oops. Be sure to paste it on the correct line. Change your instrument. Now for the triangle notes. Sounds pretty simple. Once again, it's echoes. You can see it just repeats that one more time, so go ahead and press your frame duplication button. There you go. And now it's time for the fun part of this whole song. My favorite part anyway. Go ahead on the FTM. Solo your lead channel. That sounds pretty complicated. So let's go ahead and listen to just these first parts. So that repeats 3 times. Except it's fast, so just play around with the rhythms until you get it. See, it's A sharp and E. Sounds pretty good to me so far. Copy paste this, make it your echo. Change your instrument. And use a whole bunch of G commands here. Make sure you use the correct duty cycle. Does that sound right?